Well, I think it was good for us to play again. Um, I mean, I'm sure I'll go back and look at the film and pick it apart, but I didn't know really what to expect, just in the sense of not playing a game in a lot of days, so 10 days. And timing was good for them, I think, to be able to focus on finals and catch their breath for a little bit. But I think the timing of it after coming off the Tennessee game probably would have been better for us to just play and try to build some momentum, but that didn't work out that way. But they did get through finals, and that's the most important thing, I think, through this 10-day stretch, was to let them focus on that as much as possible. And I really thought we got to a point a couple of days ago where they were really antsy to play and tired of practice. So I thought that we had some stretches where we were pretty good, and then stretches where we just looked sloppy, not focused, attention to detail kind of. We were a little bit of a roller coaster with that tonight, but I hope that we can get this one under our belt, get back in game mode a little bit, and clean that up. Obviously, we have to clean it up before Sunday, but I thought a lot of players gave us a lift. I thought Celeste was really good from start to finish, and I thought Joe gave us a really good lift tonight. And then being able in the latter part of the game to get Charlie and Joyner back in the game together, I knew would present a problem. We just weren't able to do that, which I thought was part of why we couldn't get any rhythm going offensively.
Was this a rare situation? Did she contact you first in the recruiting process?
Celeste?
Yeah.
No, she didn't have to contact me. She played on a prominent club team and saw her play a lot, and it's real obvious when you see her play that she fits our style, and just the kind of player that I think a lot of people want to play with, just because she plays hard and tries to pay attention to the detail of the game in practice every day, and it carries over in games. But a lot of people knew about Celeste.
I knew that, but I had heard that she sort of picked Texas and decided I want to go there.
She did pick Texas for sure, but I think she made her little rounds around and took the visits, and this was a place I think she felt comfortable. She can answer that.
Coming all the way from Long Island, you knew about Texas, but what was it that you saw that you liked?
So, I mean, I tell everybody that, whenever you go somewhere, you just feel it. Like, you feel at home, you feel comfortable, and you just feel like you belong there. So I think for me that was the biggest thing, and just the relationship with the coaching staff.
Is it known more for boys? I know it used to be years ago.
I mean, both of the teams are pretty good almost every year. The girls usually win the state championship most of the years, but the past couple of years we haven't.
Was there any sort of learning curve from high school level to college? Obviously, you've been on international stages and all that, but when you first got here and saw a different speed, what was that learning curve like?
There's definitely a learning curve. For me personally, I think it was more of the physicality than anything. But you just have to get through it. You have to push over those obstacles. There's gonna obviously be hard times, but I think that just having teammates and having them, help you out through everything, I think that, you could get over anything.
Did you worry about going that far from home, or did you just know this was a place for you?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to go far from home in general, but, I mean, like I said, I felt like this was home, another home to me, so, obviously I miss my family most of the time, but, I have family here now, so it's pretty cool.
Finding the pizza?
I don't eat pizza out here.
Well, what was your impressions of how the team played, how you played?
I think we played pretty well overall. I think we had some lapses, but I mean, I can't blame anything. I mean, our scout was head on, so we should have followed our scout as much as we could. But overall, I think we showed spurts of the team that we can be. But, I mean, overall, like Coach said, we did have some players that gave us a lift off the bench. I mean, I think Joanne came out and she did her role, and she played it so to the T. And so I think we did pretty well overall.
You knew about the ball hawking kid, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
She was gonna come after him.
Yeah. We gave her a few balls that she probably shouldn't have had, but, I mean, I guess that's what comes with it.
What do you think, Karen, going into Stanford, what do you have? You mentioned the turnover.
Well, I definitely don't think we can turn the ball over 20-something times against that caliber of a team. Not that I'm not disrespecting Ohio at all. Other than that, I mean, I haven't watched film on them at all. I was really focused on making sure we won this game, and we need to take one at a time. And I knew Ohio was very competitive. They had a couple of wins already under their belt that were very good. So I really haven't looked at Stanford at all. I mean, I know all the players, obviously, because you see them on the circuit, and Celeste has played with several in USA basketball. So I've seen them on the international stage, and they're talented. They're young. They're talented. They're deep. So that's really what I know, just because I know the players, and I obviously know Tara very well and know they'll be ready to play.
You mentioned some sloppiness, turnovers.
Mhm.
What was it that they did so well at Tennessee with only 8 turnovers?
Focus. I think their attention to detail was really, really good at Tennessee. And, I mean, again, they hadn't played in 10 days. They just got out of finals. They're almost ready to go home for the holidays, and it's really hard right now to get kids to, lock in. I mean, obviously, I hope that they do on Sunday, but Stanford will have some of the same issues. I mean, when kids are ready to go home for Christmas, they're ready to go. And I always say I hope they don't have one foot out. And they were excited to play. I mean, they were giddy in the locker room before the game, and maybe a little bit too much. But I just thought our focus was up and down in the game, and it wasn't in Tennessee. I mean, we were really, really focused on the game plan, focused on the jobs we had to do, and we had probably one little stretch in the Tennessee game in the third quarter, but they reset themselves really quick, and we just had too many of those lapses today. And I hate to say this, but she knows I'm going to say it. Shug runs our team, and she was a little off tonight, maybe because she turned 21 yesterday. I don't know. I'm kidding, but she was a little bit off, And Shug and LaShawn, that's why I mentioned Joe, because I thought Joe gave us a huge lift tonight. And that's what teams are about. I mean, everybody's not going to be great every night. And, I mean, at one point we put 5 guards in. We've not done that all year long, and they adjusted. And that's just stuff we're going to have to figure out along the way when we have guys in foul trouble. But Shug and LaShawn, when they're good, and they were really good at Tennessee, we look a little different. And they were just a hair off tonight, I thought.
Is this just a glimpse of what Celeste can do?
Absolutely. Sky's the limit for her.